And I think it's recording.
Okay, my name is Robert McEwen White and I come from Carnoustie in Scotland. And one of my fortes in coming to America is to do a Burns supper. Now if I said to the majority of you, who is Robert Burns, you wouldn't have a clue. And I would tell you, yes you do, you sing Robert Burns' song. And it goes like, should all acquaintance be forgotten, never brought to mind? Oh yes, we recognise that. Well, I says it's Robert Burns. And Robert Burns lived in Ayrshire in Scotland. And one of his fortes was he was a very good poet. In fact, he's the patriotic poet of Scotland. And I know some of his stories, but I'll recite the moosie to you. Now the moosie is a wee animal like this that lives, a field moose that lives in the ground. And this one is called Jeannie, this moosie. And Robert Burns is ploughing the field with his horse pulling the plough and with a man at the head of the horse guiding the horse. And when he was ploughing, he turned up this little field mouse. And the wee mouse ran away, and the man leading the horse chased the mouse with his paddle, and a paddle is used to clean the share of a plough. And he was going to dispatch the mouse or kill it, and Robert Burns stopped it from doing it. So he wrote the following poem in relation to the wee moosie, and it goes like this. Wee sleekit, coorn, timorous beastie, oh what a panic's in thy breastie, ye needna run awa sae hasty wi' brick or battle, because I would be laith to run and chase ye with mud and battle. I'm truly sorry man's dominion has broken nature's social union, that leaves us in divided opinion, that makes you startle at you, my poor wee both companion and fellow mortal. I have nae doubt that you may thieve, but then, poor beastie, you man live, a day my nicket and a thief say sma request, and gie a blessing with a wave, and never miss it. Your wee bit hoosey new in ruins, the silly winds of wars are strewing, with nothing new to big a newing, or foggy green, and bleak December winds ensuing, by snell and keen. Thou saw the fields lay bare and waste, and weary winter coming fast, and cosy thee beneath the blast thou thought to dwell, till crash the cruel cutter past throughout thy cell. Your wee bit hoose of leaves and stubble has cost you money a weary nibble, and now you're turned out for a' your trouble or hoose and hald, to face the bleak December drizzle and chronic cald. But moosie, thou art nane alane, and proven foresight may be vain. The best laid plans of mice and men gang off the guy, and leave us not for promised joy. But still thou art blessed compared with me, the present only touches thee, for och I backwards cast a knee on prospects dear, and forwards though I canna see, I guess and fear. And that is to the moose.
I love it.
And that is the poem that Robert Burns did. Now we have a queer language, not to us in Scots, but we have many different ways of expressing different things. And this lady asked me to tell you the story about paste beads. Well, way back it used to be that people could not afford pearls. And what they did is they made the pearls with paste, and they painted them to make them look like pearls.
Ah.
And my old aunt used to always say to me when she'd eaten, I'm up to the paste beads, and the paste beads were around her neck.
And that's when she was full.
That's when she was full. That's when she was full.
Right.
So, as I think I said, I come from a town called Carnoustie on the east coast of Scotland, a very old town, and it actually was a golfing area before even St Andrews, so it's the oldest golf club in Scotland. And it's a lovely place. I bide in it, and it's a lovely place to stay. But you know, I come to America, and I think the people in America and the country is as nice as my own country, and I would do everything for them.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's it.
Thank you. So does Moosie live in your pocket?
No, the moosey, if I came to do the burn supper, it sits on the mantelpiece back home, and when I come up to the burn supper, which is the nearest date to the 25th of January when Robert Burns died, the moosey comes with me in my briefcase, and as I told you, it's called Jeannie, and it's always with me.
Aww.
Doesn't require to be fed or anything.
Right?
The story about Jeannie, it was initially filled with liquid, and it sprung a leak in my briefcase one time. So I had to drain it, and I carried out surgery on it, and I put foam rubber inside it to bring it back to its shape.
You did a good job.
So that's bitty tatty, but I wouldn't be without Jeannie. And that's it. That's the
Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. My
for
pleasure.
letting us interview you.
Now, I'll write out the Scottish words, meaning in English, and get it to you so that you'll be able to interpret the words that I've actually said.
But can you tell me what a few of those Scotch words are interpreted?
Well, we is small.
Is small.
Sleekit means it runs about not wanting anybody to see it. Curious is cowering for fear. Timorous, because it's timid. Beastie, oh what a panic in thy breastie. And the breastie is breast. And you needn't run away, you need not run away, say hasty, with brick and brattle, that's fear, because I would be loath to run and chase you with murder and battle. And as I told you, the battle was for cleaning the share of the plough. So that's the first verse anyway, and it gets a wee bit complicated sometimes to tell you any more, but I'll see that you get it all the interpretation.
And thank you, Bob.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
And so we'll see you in Scotland. No, I'm going to see you back here first.
Yes, yes.
Because I'll see you in January.
Yes, yes. I'll be here in hopefully in the late autumn, and then I'll be back in January.
Okay, good.
Because I'm giving a talk to a retired ladies schoolmisters group, and I don't know what I'm sort of talking about, whether it's Archaeology Scotland or Robert Burns or what, but they want me to be appropriately attired.
Okay.
So I see about that they're speaking about wearing the kilt and that.
I think so.
So I can't tell you any more than that, because I'm having a meeting with the organiser on Monday, and we're going to discuss what I'm speaking about. This all related to the retired schoolmistress in the late or early 90s that lived beside my buddy up in Wheaton, and her son's wife wanted. They've known me for many, many years, and they want me to do something in relation to that.
Maybe Barry should videotape it.
Wouldn't there be any? Aye?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to turn this off.
Yeah.
So we're good.
That's no problem. No problem at all.